actually did bring change. Every business I bring to brings change. But unfortunately, when you're in a corporate environment, it's always very challenging because it is a corporate environment. So the previous role that I had was wonderful. I had total autonomy. I brought change. I empowered my teams. I instilled social responsibility. We drove amazing profit. I actually turned around a business. When I walked into that business, our retention was 43%. When I left, it was 98%. Our employee engagement was around 20-something. When I left, it was 98%. I absolutely drove the teams to have total entrepreneurship skills because me as a CEO had that entrepreneurial spirit that we just referenced. However, when you're part of a very big organization, it's like a tank. It's very difficult to steer. And for me, I am an entrepreneur in my heart. And I got to a point where I had maxed out and delivered all of my objectives, but I needed to give more, not just to the corporate that I was. My vision was to create a legacy for the future and to allow and empower all creatives and as many people and touch as many lives as possible, not just the 550 that I employed, which I did touch. For me, it was about, like I said earlier, looking at how does a country sustain and retain its talent? How do we empower a future generation that doesn't rest in the hands of a couple of hundred people? My vision is to create opportunities for thousands of individuals, to nurture that talent, to empower it. I cannot do that sitting in a corporate environment. I can only do it when I have the freedom. And as a matter of fact, my dependency was not on the investors. I'm looking for investors who are like-minded. Had I sold out to all the VCs or the individuals, then I would have gotten the money much quicker. But I had such a very strict personality that I was looking for. Someone with ethics, an entrepreneurial spirit himself, someone who just got it, someone who understood, which is really shameful because they're few and far between. And like I said earlier, I do not understand why I have to sit and convince people that creativity is the future.
They are, sorry to interject, but they are few and far between. And we've been hearing since yesterday the billions of US dollars and trillions of sukuk and all this stuff. So where are they all going? They should be going there also.
Hey, look me up. They should be going there.
Can anybody in the crowd help us here?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Can I have the mic here? Okay. Can you please introduce yourself, where you come from? You can say your favorite football club also. This is general. Oh, you do like football. Cool.
Is this on? Yeah. So my name is Tyler Stewart. I'm actually a sales husband, so I have a bias. But I can tell you, if you want people to invest in something, it's called property. Because that's physical, it's structural, it's an asset, they understand it. I've been researching because we've been looking for this type of investment for creative investors. And in Europe, which is a supposedly much more modern society, somebody found a company they wanted to invest in, to create a company. The only financial model they could find to use was a healthcare model, because it didn't exist. There is no financial model for a creative business because they don't understand the process of the creative business. And this is for businesses like fashion that have been around longer than most other things, and yet that still doesn't fit into the general scope of financial. And that's what the issue is. So if you want to invest in property, yeah, billions and billions of dollars, you'll build all these properties and leave them empty, don't care, it's still an asset.
So we do have a lot of money, but they are in the hands of people who don't understand culture and fashion, creativity and content. But we are being told by experts, even Nobel laureates and winners, that this is the day and age, the 21st century, of the creative aspects. It's not just about a smartphone, but a smartphone that works for you, that looks nice in your hands, that ergonomically fits into your physical stature. So, are we at a crossroad? I would like to invite all of you inside this discussion because time is running out. It's already